Alright, welcome back. If you were here from the last episode, you will remember that I accidentally did not click launch in time, so we are still on the old base at Frozen Lake. And I guess we have to go until about, oh, I don't know, wave 30 of this, so, yeah, I'm kind of a bit nervous, because that is by far the furthest I've gone anywhere ever in this version. So hopefully it turns out okay. I'm gonna let this go ahead and finish, and then we'll delete it because it's a little redundant, and I like looking at the other one even though it's spaghetti. So yeah, so that is done. That is satisfying to watch. And gone. Okay. So, well, that was easy. So I'm going to go ahead and actually try and fast forward through these levels, because this is not the point of today's video. I think today's video is moving on to whatever is greater. Yeah, however, between this episode and last episode, I did not have any chance to look at any neat new building things. So it's going to be much of the same at the moment. In terms of what's getting built, unfortunately. I apologize for the boring content. I will try and maybe, you know, make stuff more efficient or whatever to make it a little more interesting. So I suppose with that in mind, let's see how much better I can make this. Yeah, because we actually have quite a bit of it, and I feel like fixing it. Okay, so input is a bunch of coal. Output is going to be a bunch of graphite. Even though I keep saying, I think cesium, because I am in some way challenged. But nonetheless, we will say this. So I'm going to actually have 4 of them. And if I have anything to show for by the end of this, it will be this little sorter, hopefully. So the way this is actually going to go is it's, well, okay. This is kind of unfortunately placed, so hold on, I'm going to move all this. Hold on, so it's going to go this way, and I'm going to say, I'm going to want a splitter, and then from that splitter I'm going to give it 2 more outputs. That's not what I can't do that, so it's going to go this way. Then that defeats the purpose. Okay, so. Okay, so basically this splits it into 2. This then splits it into 4, so I need each of these to have bit different of a route, we shall say. So, with that in mind, I should really just do this down here and have 4 to... that's kind of silly. Okay, so, let's see. So we'll have that one going there. That one going there. That one going there. This looks terrible. Hold on. Probably what would help is if I gave it a little more space by moving all of this ridiculous spaghetti. So let's just go this way, because that's what makes sense. Even more space. Just give me space. Okay. So now that I've created some space, let's try this one more time. I'm just gonna keep clicking through these levels because I'm mostly confident in this thing. I just need to replace this wall every so often, and I think it should be, actually, here, we'll delete these. Just need to, like, upkeep the walls, and I expect everything should be fine. Unless they suddenly start coming from down here, which I doubt. So, let's see. Right, so I was splitting. So, we're going to come here and make our we're going to take a splitter, and it's going to split 2 directions. Take another splitter. It's right next to a... There we go. Okay, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4 different legs, I suppose we can say. So, how about we go ahead, take this. I don't want the output bleeding anywhere I don't want. Okay, so the key is keeping all of these separate. Okay, so now that's gonna get them all, and I want... So that's the thing, is this is gonna do something I don't want it to. So I think, in actuality, what I really should just do is just put them right next to each other, right? Because I don't think the outputs of one can put it into the inputs of another. If... famous last words, I could be totally wrong. It would look much nicer if this worked. There is a chance that it will not. So... let's see how this works. So what I'm looking for is, once all this clears out, I'm looking for an even distribution of coal to each of them. So 1 to 1 to 1 to 1 for each different line. So you can see the rate that this should go. Which I think, if they all split evenly, so one goes here, one goes here, for each 2 passed, it should split into halves, and then these should split them into quarters. So a quarter which should go at each of the 4 different whole things. So, we're almost there. It's almost caught up to the coal supply. Alright, so, yeah, you can look at it and you can see that all of it is very even and uniform, which is what I want. So, basically, in conclusion, I was being stupid last time. And it's pretty simple. You just need to divide it like this. And of course, I could compact this down. There's a lot of dead space in here, in terms of what's actually getting produced. So, since we are just sitting here waiting, let's see how small I can make this. So I think step 1 is actually going to be putting this right here. So this is actually going to need to go down here. I'm just going to go check on this, make sure it's okay. Ah, see? This is why we check. What health are you on? Worth replacing. Okay. Let's see. So, that's going to go that way. Okay, and then I'm going to need... it's going to go right here to extend that the right way, and then... yeah. So, I think, with any luck, we should be able to just, let's see if they're done. Okay. Pretty much. Should be able to go here, 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 and here. And it should have no... ah, it has a cross-contaminate. No! So I do actually have to keep a separation there, which I dislike. Ah, wait, I did it twice. How did I do it twice? Are you I swear it shoots diagonal. Hold on. Well, that's... hold on. Does it? If it goes this way, then I know it does, but I don't know. Okay, so unfortunately we can't do that because the output is slightly skewed. So we do have to do that. Okay, that actually causes an issue as well. So, man, this didn't come out quite as clean as I was thinking it would. That's unfortunate because like I need to keep them in a row because that means all of their outputs won't contaminate my inputs, right? So I need just one more line, I guess you'd say, to make sure that that works. And then obviously... it sucks because you can't like this block here and this one, you can't use them without, I guess you could use a sorter, but how would you... I don't think you can direct a sorter without like a conveyor belt as an input, which is, I mean, it's just awkward, right? So I don't really know how you'd do it. just gonna go around and check that all these have all the ammo that they're supposed to. So looks like all these do. Yeah, they all look good. So this should get reloaded in a moment. Yep, it's getting reloaded. Dope. So all of it works, which is excellent. Happy. Yeah, so this is, I mean, I don't really know. I don't quite understand the storage because obviously, is it supposed to be 90K? Because we're definitely past 9K. That's 15K right there. So I don't really understand it. But oh well. Okay, so we've almost made it to 30, and it only took us 10 minutes. Lord. It's weird how like oh, I got one. It used to be you could upgrade the weapons involved with your copter or your spacecraft here. Spacecraft. I can't speak. But it used to be you could like make them better, like have better versions, and I'm kind of wondering if that's still the case. It's funny because you can see like the reload where it's all cleared out, and you can also see where it got attacked because that's the area that's got no output, which is kind of nice. That's kind of the nice way of like trying not to get it to bleed out, even though all of these do that, unfortunately. Like, I don't know. So when I say bleed, I really mean like having it so that all of the output is only occurs if it's all full. So if all of these are full and all of these are full, then we get extra output. Unfortunately, I don't really have the space because I wanted all of these. So like this will all fill up, but then it'll tick over and it'll bleed extra. Like it won't stop this and then force all of it to go this way. I have hit an impasse. I have too much iron. What has happened? Oh, is it full? Oh, it's 9K of each resource. Now we know. Okay. Cool. Is there anything I can... Okay, silicon smelter takes sand. I don't have any sand. I actually didn't look into this. Coal, lead, and sand? Nah, yeah, still don't have any sand. It's unfortunate. Okay, well now we know. It's 9K of each resource. So this whole thing is about to jam. Well, okay, so this time I'm going to pause again, and I will be back when it is done and we're ready to launch. So I promise this time I won't forget. Alright, see you in a minute. Okay, we're coming back, and I'm going to go ahead and launch it now so I don't make the mistake. But we actually, an A-, very nice. So, yeah, we got 9,000 iron, 7,000 lead, and 3,000, whatever that is, graphite, something. Graphite, yeah. So, one other thing is that the whole 9K limit thing, I'm not sure, I might have said this before I paused it, but it's per resource, so we can only pick up 9K copper, 9K lead, 9K graphite. That's the whole capacity thing that I didn't really understand. Okay, so, it appears that we have not yet unlocked anything new. So we're looking for a pneumatic drill, a power node, and a steam generator. So let's go into our tech tree here and see if we can find out how to get any of that. This sounds cool and it's cheap, so give me it. Ooh, a salvo. Oh my gosh, that stuff sounds so cool. Okay, pneumatic drill. What is that again? Titanium. Ooh, nice. Okay, so this is generators, right? So I need a steam generator. Or actually, I need a power node, and then I need... Also, I want a mender. A mender is dope, and we have a ton of resources right now. So I'm looking. Batteries are nice. Don't know what that is. Okay. So hold on, let's see. What do we have? We have, oh, we unlocked this. So if nothing else, we can get this one. So we have the craters, or yeah. So we're looking to get this. So a steam generator. I kind of wish it would tell me where that was on the tech tree. I would assume it's, you know, under generator right here. It's somewhere in this. You can, ooh, you can, you can become a mech. Oh, that sounds really cool. So we don't have any of that. So we don't have any. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and buy almost everything that is like available to us. Man, that is a lot. Cryo fluid smelter mixer. Excuse me. Okay. Because we have just so much stuff. Okay. Okay, so that is all the stuff we can buy. And it does not look like we got whatever was required of this. Yeah, steam generator. It does not look like we got that. So, I think that means we're going to go to the craters instead, which looks daunting because it's probably going to put us in the middle and we have to defend from 3 sides right away. Ugh, man, that's gonna be tough. Okay, but let's go. Let's attempt. Oh, never mind. It's on one side, so that's actually super easy. But I guess the whole idea is you need to expand outward. So we're looking at new resources this time. That's scrap. I don't really. Okay, I guess that's a resource I can have. Actually, hold on. I'll come back to this later. We need to start setting this stuff up for incoming attacks. Where's our core? It's over here. Okay, so they give us that. That's cute. Not really sure what scrap actually yields us. Like scrap, I guess. Oh no, it's iron. Or copper, excuse me. Okay, cool. So scrap gives us copper, but maybe it's in a higher abundance. Yeah, it's in a higher abundance. Okay, cool. So, note to self, we can now do that. We have a whole bunch of new parts that I definitely need to look up how they work, because, see, if I do this, it's kind of gonna suck. Okay, so not sure why that is how. What? Oh, the whole idea was that. Just gonna wait. We're almost there. Cannot be bothered to mine by hand. Okay, so let's go ahead and make some more. Just because I know these are going to get overloaded. Alright. Then we'll just delete that so we can say that we deleted it. Okay, cool. So we actually have scrap, which, so let's see. So we have 46 scrap translates to an enormous amount. Okay, so the capacity is actually 4K on this one, so that's kind of interesting. But nonetheless, so let's see. Are you capable of mining scrap? That is obnoxious. Sorry about that. Maybe I'll get some editing software and fix that out. Or maybe I won't, because I'm lazy, but I will eventually, and I'm just putting off the inevitable. Who knows? Okay. Now that I'm done rambling, let's see if we can do some actual mining. So, is this... Hold on, I want to verify that the resource that is being generated here is not... That's scrap. That is like raw scrap. So I don't know what to do with that, to be frank. No idea. Okay. So he'll defend me for a couple of rounds, I'm sure. I'm hopeful. Not sure, but hopeful. I think there's gotta be, like, new like, stuff, right? Like, other than scrap, there's gotta be other stuff. What is this? I have no idea, but I can't break it. It's the same old crap. That's kind of annoying. I mean, other than, I guess there's a giant pool of water, which is cool. I don't know what any of that stuff is, or how I can get to it. I don't know. It sort of seems dumb. I don't know. I guess we can just use this as, like... Alright, well, here's what we're gonna do, since we can't really think of a use for it. Scrap doesn't go... oh, we have a whole bunch of new tabs. What is a Drog Miner Drone? What is this stuff? Mender, that's electric. I need to start, like, getting... Let's see. So there's gotta be, like a energy... Yeah, here we go. Energy generation. So power node. I need some lead. Combustion generator. What does it take? Coal. Put coal or spore pods. Okay, yeah. So we'll start working on some electricity in this. How about that? In the meantime, I have nothing that uses scrap. Like, can somebody tell me? Like, what does scrap go into? Scrap has to go into, like, hold on, let's see. Maybe it's in a melter, right? Input scrap, output slag. What takes slag? This is a trash can. Come on now. Kill? Metagloves? That's a cool name. Okay, so I don't know. Alright. I've decided this is dumb. So we're going to start working on electricity. So, let's see, we're going to start with the combustion generator. We need some lead, so let's get some lead. Via this. It's kind of the worst thing I've ever seen. I hate organizing these things, because it's like, it's obnoxious, because I know there's better ways to get all of it. I just don't have them yet, which is unfortunate. Oh, I missed. Okay. So, let's get some lead influx. Almost seems to be going swimmingly. None of them have taken any damage. I wonder what they're throwing at it to not do anything. Okay. Anyway, back to electricity. Combustion generator. So I think this needs some coal. So let's just put it right here out in the open where I can get to it. And then harvest some coal. so power output. I should probably look up how it works. Let's see. So, generates power by burning flammable materials. Okay. So I don't really know. So if any my old knowledge is anything to go off of, I see. So it is. Oh, that's not a steady angle. That's upsetting. Hold on. This needs to be. It needs to be a perfectly straight line. Okay. Anywho, Mender. Cool. So once these take any amount of damage, that should be getting healed, right? Well, it looked like it healed a little bit. Yeah, it is. Okay, it's just kind of horrible and slow. I think if we make these redundant, we can actually get. Oh, also, this should. Wait, what? Oh, it's changed again. Where is my router? It's 3.6 now. Into yet another combustion generator. Ooh, in the hopes. What's going on there? Well, I guess is it? I kind of don't want it to power that, but it might be. So these should all be full health, I would expect. Yeah. Great. Oh, I guess they're all full. Okay. What are you? What is your keybind? I have one. So we'll come out here. Like I was expecting, like, I could just make, like, basically, this is a restrictor, is it's 84 power per second, 84, 24, 50. Oh, huh, maybe it is great. Okay, maybe it's working and I'm just silly. Okay, well, if that's the case, then I guess we'll just use more menders, right? There's more coal. Okay, the heal is pretty fast. It used to be they would like show little beams going to whatever they were healing, which I honestly helped with the visualization. Interesting. So that's actually excessed, which is terrific because that means. Or wait, yeah, it's 3.6 now. Good lord. So there. Now we have all of that. 108, 108, 108. Is there a max? So what I'm interested in, let's see. Transmits power to connecting nodes in order to receive power from or supply power to any adjacent blocks. So there's no max, right? So the output of these is all 60. So I was expecting closer to 180, like, as the power output, unless this is giving me a passive draw. 18 power per unit per second. So we have 4 of them times 18 is what? 4 is 32, so like 70. Okay, actually, yeah, that adds up exactly because it's 72. So... Okay, yeah, so that explains why it's 108, because it's 180 with the 72. Okay, cool. So that's just passively drawing, and it's just always working like that. Which is pretty cool. I mean, I kind of just want to see, like, how much will they take, right? Like, that guy is just about dead. But he didn't die. I wonder if it's possible for them to die when being healed. Maybe. I don't know. Figure it out. So, I guess, yeah, so the objective is to get it down to 0. So we can, one more and we'll do it. Think. 0. Neutral. And that is just about all the coal that I can muster retrieving. The thing that I do really want to try is actually, let's see if we can get this battle mech thing going. So how does it draw? Wait, what is this? Okay, produces mining drones. Power use 72 per second. Ow. Max active units is 1. Okay, I'll do survive excellently. So I'm gonna kind of upstream. Obviously, this is gonna be negative 72. Which is, what, 8? 8 of them, I think. No, one more. Okay, it's bothering me that it's not, like, perfect. Okay, but, let's see, we can launch now. I'm thinking we go into